Hello, everyone. My name is Patricia Dunn. I am the founder of KRFTR, and I wanted to go through today. Let me see if I can get my screen shared here. I wanted to share with you kind of behind the scenes on what you do to post a brief, because with KRFTR, we make commissioning artwork easy. We want to make sure that if you post something that you're looking for, you can connect with one of our artists and they can create it for you. So a lot of you have already seen this page. It's obviously our landing page. We have how it works, our showcase, inspiration, things like that. So I'm not going to necessarily go through the how it works because we look down here, we have how it works, about us, FAQ, all of that. Feel free to check those out. It explains a lot of information, but I'm going to go over the big key points. I absolutely love our showcase because that's a good place to start to see all of the creators that we have that, just their profile, you get to know them, where they're from. A good thing that we've added is all these tags. So if you're looking for something specific, you can search for all of our creators based on what exactly they do. Now, if you see somebody, that you specifically like, that you're like, ooh, I like that, I'm going to click on that one. Let's just grab Dave's profile for a second. You can check out their page. It tells you a lot more about them, where they're from, again, their tags. But then at the bottom, it shows examples of their work. So if you like something that Dave or one of our other artists do, you can message them directly and say, hey, do you think you could make something for me? How much would it cost? How long would it take? You can get all the information. So that's what you can do by looking at, obviously the creators' profiles. Another way to go about it is obviously we have our inspiration page. This culminates all the different posts that all of our artists have put on the site of their work. Okay, so if you want to just scroll through this, and if you're like looking at all the artwork together, this is where you want to go. Once you've already created your buyer profile, it only takes a minute. It's like any other login. The reason we have a login for buyers, honestly, is so you keep all your briefs together, all your job requests together, and also so you can keep all your messages together back and forth. So we have you sign up as a buyer, which I'm going to jump into mine because I already did mine. And I kicked myself back out. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to hit my account. So here's my account, my homepage. Obviously, I've talked back and forth with some of the creators already. I have some active projects going on already. So that's what these are. And I have all of this listed. Now, as you can see, there's different parts of the process. So when you first make a create a brief, let's just do that first. I think that will make more sense if I start with that. When you want to create a brief, move my little picture here, you can write what it's for. A lot of times I do stuff that's pretty generic, like, a wedding present or a birthday present, or, maybe exactly what it is, if it's a painting or if it's a photo, or, exactly what it is. You can put your little description about what it's for, why you want it, what it should show. Then we get really specific where we say, okay, is there like a style you like it in? Is there exact measurements? Because sometimes you want a painting and you want it to be small and fit exactly in one spot, or you might want this mural. It just depends on what you're looking for, right? Then we have obviously your budget. Now, this is a big one that I have buyers ask. They go, geez, I have no idea what I should ask for. You know what I mean? What is the range? Now, there's two things you can do here. You can either message an artist you like first and say, hey, what's your price? What do you normally ask for? Or you can put what you're comfortable with and submit it and just either see what you get as feedback and kind of meet somewhere in the middle with what your price range is. Remember, when you post these, you can post them directly to somebody, send it right to an artist you like, or in our general forum for any artist to bid on. So you might get different price ranges that way. Then, of course, we have our format. Do you want this to be a physical product you can hold, or a digital product that you just, want electronically sent to you? It's just a different type of product. Then we have, do you want this to be inside, outside? Some people want, Halloween decorations outside in their yard, or, whatever you can think of. You might want to put that outside, but you don't want to put your painting outside because it's going to get wrecked. You don't want to put embroidery outside. It's going to get ruined. So you want to tell people what your intentions are for using that. So then we have obviously materials and medium. If you know, you may or may not know this, but like an example I can think of off the top of my head, do you want this painted on a canvas? Do you want it painted on something else? You know, is this going to be made out of wood, metal? What material, is there a specific material you're looking for? Then of course, a big one is, when do you want this to be completed by? A lot of times, if it's an anniversary or if it's something really important coming up and you want to make sure it's done on time, you got to let them know, because they got to factor in shipping. We all know with COVID how shipping's been going. So we want to think about all that stuff and let them know ahead of time. Again, there's colors. If you have your favorite colors you want to use, you can type that in. You can upload samples. So you can upload a file and say, can you do something that is inspired by this person or this look or something that your project is inspired by? Of course, we absolutely do not want anyone to copy verbatim. You don't want to ever send an artist something that's like, I just want you to make this for me, because we are not in the business of ripping off other artists. So you want to make sure it's always inspired by and not verbatim, just make this for me. That's not good for other artists that really work hard. Then we have, you want to publish it in the marketplace. Do you want to let any creator bid on it? Or do you want to send it to a creator specifically? It automatically has Brianna in here. She does watercolor artwork, which is beautiful. So if you wanted to send Brianna a project directly, you can. Then we have our artwork agreement, and this just goes over basics. You know, that you're not going to buy something and then resell it to a ton of people, things like that. So you can read through that when you can, and you check that off and submit. You also have the option, obviously, to save it as a draft in case you start to fill things out and you go, you know what, I didn't think about that. I'm not sure. I have to ask. You can save it and do it later. So yeah, so then you have your active project. So I've been working with our artists because we are still in our beta phase. I want to make sure everything works. So I have everything listed here in different phases. So one project I have still in the bidding phase, which means I'm still waiting for an artist to take that job. Then I have another project I just started, and we're still working on the budget and some of the details about what exactly we're doing, what we're doing when we're working together. Because remember, you don't pay anything as a buyer until you've accepted a quote and you and the artist are on the same page. You'd never want to just jump in and say, okay, you want to be 100% sure what you're getting, and we'll make you happy. So we have a quote phase. Right now I'm talking with Erin about a project. So then you also have in progress, which means you've talked about the project with the artist, you've gone through everything, you're happy, they've given you everything you need, you pay 100% of what the quote is. Our job as crafter is we take that money and we submit it to the creator in 3 different stages. Okay, so the first stage is the sketch stage. So they get a portion of that money up front to write you a sketch, draw you exactly what they're thinking in their brain. Again, just to do checks and balances, make sure that you're happy with what they're doing, right? Then when you say, yes, that's beautiful, looks amazing, I'm super hyped, I'm so excited to have this, then we submit the other about, get up to half of the amount gets submitted to the creator to start working on the project. That's we're now in progress, right? The final amount that gets sent to the creator is the full amount, and that's when they've delivered it to you. So we just make sure that all through the process, people are happy. When we were doing a lot of research for Crafter, we saw that many times people hire an artist, want a sketch, get the sketch, say, I don't like this, and the artist is left going, okay, I just spent time and energy on this, I don't have any money to show for it. But in addition, sometimes people disappear in the middle of a process. I want to make sure that people are compensated as they go, so that if someone does disappear and decides, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm not involved anymore, whatever happens, money can be given back, or you know what I mean? The artists are getting compensated. So everyone gets kind of compensated in some way and everyone's happy. So that being said, you also, like I said earlier, you can message creators directly if you're just curious about them. So we have our messages that you can review and go over as well. And yeah, so the big thing, I think it's very exciting. Let me go back here. Once you have your projects, right? Let me see. I don't want to give away too much. All these are presents, so I'm going to get myself in trouble showing these. You can always go into your project and look at it. And you have your project brief, which you can review, your receipt. You can see who you're working with. And then you have all your messages, which I'm going to scroll around really quick because, because these are all gifts. So yes, I am very excited. I have a couple projects going right now at once. And I hope you guys are excited too. It's not scary. We made it super straightforward. The people that have used the site already, we appreciate you. We're really excited. Try it out. It's so much fun because then you're involved with a creator and an artist, maker, whatever you want to call it. You're involved with them in the process and they get excited because they're happy to work with you, and you get excited because you're going to get this one of a kind piece that you wouldn't have had otherwise. So anyway, I hope you all will check it out. We're at KRFTR.com. It's, wait, I always goof this up with the screen. KRFTR.com, KRFTR.com. And check us out. We're also really active on social media, especially Instagram. So if you want, give us a follow, check us out. And we're here. Holidays are here, you guys. Halloween's in 2 weeks. So while I'm talking about that, you absolutely need to check out Jennifer's page. Let me get back to the showcase here. You absolutely have to check out Jennifer's page if you are into horror, zombies, vampires, scary stuff, all that. She has, you know, Tim Burton, all the cool things. Let me move my little picture here now. All fun stuff. So yeah, check out our creators. They're really talented people and it makes me happy. So, all right. Well, thanks so much for joining me. I hope this helps explain a little bit how it all works. And if you have any questions, I'm an open book. So you can always message me anywhere, email me. Email is info@krftr.com. Let me go back here. All of our information. I'm jumping around too much. I gotta log out of here now. It wants me to be in my, here we go. Okay. All of our information. Oh, I thought it was on the bottom. Or you can also, another thing, I'm glad I actually scrolled down here. Keep up to date with KRFTR. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe if you're curious, if you want to get updates on where we're at. I need to be better about blogging about all the art festivals we're in. We're in Florida. So if you have any art festivals that you know are coming up, please let me know. We're doing our best on the weekends to go and visit all the festivals, hand out cards, things like that. So I think that's it. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them below and I will be more than happy to answer this for you. Use the site, is so much fun. We're excited and we're so thankful for all the creators that we have already. We look forward to working with you. Thanks so much. Oh, let me open this. Oh, thanks so much.